Thinking about running paid ads this year, but worried you'll waste your money and end up with no results? Well, good, you should be. Because let's be real, most people lose money with paid traffic. And that's not because Facebook, Instagram and YouTube ads don't work. And it's definitely not because online ads are dead. The real reason they lose money is because they never learned the real strategy behind paid ads. They throw $50 at a boosted post and just cross their fingers and hope for leads. But then when nothing happens, they blame the algorithm and they stop running paid ads altogether. The truth is, there's nothing wrong with the platform. The problem is the plan, or lack of a proper plan. Paid ads aren't magic. You can't throw $100 at a random ad and hope to get $1,000 in sales back. But if they're used the right way, then they're a weapon. And in the wrong hands, they'll destroy your marketing budget faster than you can blink. But in the right hands, they'll practically print money for you. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to get it right. I'm going to walk you through the real paid traffic blueprint for 2025. Not theory, not hype, not the get-rich-quick junk. Just real step-by-step strategies for generating leads, sales and momentum online without the need to spend thousands. Right, when it comes to paid ads, the truth is you don't need to have a massive marketing budget. You don't need to pay for any fancy expensive software, and you definitely do not need to be some sort of marketing guru. All you need is a clear offer, a simple funnel, and a strategy that's built to win, even if you're starting with a small budget of $5 or maybe $10 a day. And stick around because in a few minutes I'm going to show you exactly how I would launch a simple low budget campaign, one that's designed to win from day one. And I'll show you how I'd turn a tiny budget into my first list of leads, as well as how to build real momentum without getting stuck. This is the shortcut I wish someone had given me when I first started, because it would have saved me a lot of money and a lot of wasted time. So make sure to follow it right, and if you do, you'll be miles ahead of most people trying to throw money at ads and just hoping to get results. Also, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're serious about scaling, and drop the comment saying traffic if you're ready to finally start running ads the right way. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about why most people absolutely crash and burn with paid traffic. People think it's about luck. Some people get luckier than others when it comes to paid ads. But that's just not the case. It's because they have a broken approach right from the start. Most beginners have this idea that if they throw enough money at ads, my business will just blow up. Wrong. Paid ads won't fix a broken business model, or a bad offer, or a confusing funnel. Paid ads are just going to multiply whatever you already have, regardless of whether that's good or whether that's bad. So if you're sending traffic to something that's weak, ads will expose it faster than anything else. It's like stepping on the gas pedal when your car is missing an engine. No matter how hard you push, you're not going to get anywhere. Another massive mistake is targeting the wrong people. Most people either go way too broad, like trying to market to anyone who likes making money, or way too narrow, like marketing to only left-handed golfers who are into crypto. You need to laser target the right person, and that's someone that's aware of their problem, someone who's actively seeking a solution to their problem, and someone who can actually buy. That last one is very important, and it's so often missed out by beginners. There is no point targeting a bunch of people who are aware of their problem, actively seeking a solution, but don't have any money. Paid ads don't work when you chase everyone. They only work when you call out someone specific. Now, ads you see on TV are put together by teams of marketing professionals and have massive budgets, but pay attention to the next few ads that you see when you're watching TV. Pick them apart and you'll see that they very clearly target a specific group of people. If you want your ads to be successful, then you need to do the same, just on a much smaller scale. This one kills more ad budgets than anything else. Imagine walking up to a stranger on the street and asking them to marry you. You'd come across as some unhinged psycho. That's what sending cold traffic to a cold offer looks like. Because they don't know you, they don't trust you, and they're definitely not ready to buy from you. You meet someone, you get to know them, you date them for a bit, and if you're compatible, then you ask them to marry you. You're warming them up first, and you need to do the same for your traffic. You need a warm-up process. It doesn't need to be long or complicated or drawn out over months. It can be done with something as simple as a free guide, a lead magnet, or maybe a mini webinar or mini course. Just a soft introduction offer. Something that bridges the gap between stranger and buyer. You cannot win the ad game if you don't know your numbers. Most beginners launch ads and they just hope something good happens, but it rarely does. They don't bother to track the click-through rate, the cost per click, and the cost per lead, and the return on ad spend. So they have no clue what's working for them and what's not. They don't know what's killing their budget. If you can't measure it, then you can't improve it. It is as simple as that. So remember, paid traffic will not fix a broken business. It just multiplies what you've already built, regardless of whether it's good or whether it's bad. So if you're not ready, then ads will speed up your failure. But if you are ready, then ads will turn your system into a money-making machine. Alright, now that you know what not to do, let's talk about how to build it the right way. This is the smart paid traffic formula. It's simple, it's predictable, and it's scalable. Follow these 5 steps and you'll be ahead of 90% of marketers wasting money every single day. Now, ads don't magically fix bad offers. If your offer doesn't solve a real problem fast, if there's friction, confusion, or skepticism, then paid ads will only speed up your failure. So you need something people actually want and that they want immediately. It's important to look for urgent pain points, especially around money, health, and relationships. These ones hit the hardest. Look for clear transformation. For example, go from stuck to successful. And minimal resistance. I get it, I want it, let's go. As a rule of thumb, if you can't explain why your offer matters in 1 to 2 sentences, then it's not ready for paid traffic. Now it's time to laser in. Forget the broad, everyone's welcome style ads. You want sniper rifle targeting, not a shotgun blast. So make sure you stack these elements, starting with interests. This will be pages, brands, and influencers that your audience follows. Then there's behaviours. This will be people who have recently engaged with similar content to yours. And lastly, demographics. This is age, gender, and location of your audience. Now, a quick bonus tip for you, use Facebook's lookalike audiences or Google's custom audiences based on your email lists or past buyers if you have them. Right, the key to this is simplicity. No 14-step funnels, no overcomplicated mazes, just a simple starter system. Use your ad to send traffic to a simple opt-in page to collect email addresses. That starts building up your email list. Then through email automation, you trigger a low ticket upsell or a value sequence. Your goal for your funnel is simple. Get their email, deliver immediate value, then make a soft offer or build trust. You don't need a budget of $1,000 a month to start learning how to use paid ads. You need to start with $5 or $10 a day. You can always increase the spend once you know that everything's working properly. I typically test an ad on a low budget of $10 per day for around 14 days before ramping up the spend, because there is no point wasting money on an ad that either doesn't work or doesn't work properly. So set a low budget and test one audience, test one offer, and test one funnel. Focus on getting a ratio of 100 clicks to 10 leads to 1 sale before you even think about starting to scale up the ad. The goal is to learn cheap, fail cheap, and win smart. Here's where most people blow it. I feel like I've said that a lot in this video, and that's because when it comes to paid ads, there are so many reasons why people blow it. They see a few clicks, then crank up the budget without checking the data. Big mistake. First, you need to analyse your CTR, that's your click-through rate, to see are people actually clicking. Then your cost per lead, your CPL. This is how much a lead is actually costing you. And your ROAS, return on ad spend. This shows if your ads are actually making any profit. Only once you have profitable small numbers should you start scaling, and scale slowly. As a rule, increase your budget by no more than 20 to 30% every 3 to 5 days. Otherwise you'll wreck the learning phase. Paid traffic is a data game. Okay, a quick recap for this section of the video. Put together a hot offer. Make sure it precisely targets the right people. Use a simple funnel, start with a tiny budget, and be ruthless with your optimization. Okay, now it's time to get tactical. If I only had $5 a day to run ads and I wanted to build something scalable without wasting a penny, here's exactly what I would do. And you can literally copy this structure for yourself. I'll put it on screen so it's nice and easy. First thing I'd do is pick a proven offer. You don't need to reinvent the wheel here. Just pick something that's already proven to convert. Something like a high converting affiliate marketing tool, or a coaching lead magnet like a free ebook, webinar, or maybe a masterclass. Or a done for you system that solves a painful, time-sensitive problem. The key rule here is that it must be easy to explain. It must be something people already want, and it must lead naturally to either an immediate sale or an email capture. If your offer needs 20 minutes to explain before somebody will be happy to buy it, then it's dead on arrival. Move on, find something else. Okay, so inside Facebook Ads Manager or YouTube and Google Ads, I would set up tight targeting based on core interests like online business, affiliate marketing, entrepreneurship, side hustles, and work from home. That one's really popular at the moment. You can stack these or try split testing them to see if one interest converts better for you than one of the others. Next is behavior layering. Instead of picking broad interests, we add behavior filters to find people who act rather than just browse. So here, what I'd do is I'd target engaged shoppers. These are people who have recently clicked on ads. They're already showing buying intent. And small business owners, people managing or running businesses, meaning that they're used to making investment decisions. And app downloaders, people who recently downloaded business or finance apps, showing that they're actively looking for solutions, especially regarding money. Now, why does that matter? Well, it matters because I don't want traffic that's just curious. I want people who are problem aware, seeking a solution, and ready to move. Interests show intent, but behaviours show action. And when you're running paid traffic, you follow the action. Now let's talk about actually creating the ad itself. And trust me, simple is better. First, your headline. You want something that instantly speaks to the struggle that your audience is feeling and positions your offer as the shortcut that they've been looking for. An example would be struggling to grow online? Here's the fastest shortcut. Clear, direct, no confusion. Next is the body copy. You don't need a novel here. Just 1 to 2 short, punchy lines that hit the pain points and hint at the solution. Something like, most people hustle for years with no results. Smart entrepreneurs shortcut the process. Learn the system the pros use without burning out. Now the image or video. Forget Hollywood production, you just want bright, clean, natural looking media. Selfie style images and videos actually perform better at low budgets because they feel more native to the platforms that they're on. If it looks too polished, too fake, it'll scream ad and people will just scroll right past it. A quick visual tip for you, use a bright background like yellow, teal or white and keep any text bold and minimal. You want to interrupt the pattern of people scrolling with something that pops but doesn't scream desperation. Finally, the call to action button. Always use learn more. Don't push too hard here. You want them curious enough to click and land on your simple opt-in page where you can capture their details and their email and start building a real relationship. You're not trying to sell to them at this point. Remember, at $5 a day, every click matters. So keep it simple, keep it smart, and keep it scroll stopping. Now listen carefully. I'm not spending a fortune. I'm spending small amounts in a smart way. $5 a day isn't about instantly getting rich. It's about buying data, not just buying traffic. So once the ad is live, here's exactly what I'm tracking during the first 3 to 7 days. Starting with the click-through rate. This tells me if people are actually stopping and clicking when they see the ad. Then the cost per click. This shows me if I'm paying way too much to just get a visit. Then the lead cost. That's how much it's costing me to actually get a qualified email onto my list. And the landing page conversion. This shows me, am I doing my job once they click through? Are they actually opting in? Are they leaving their email address? Even spending just $5 a day gives me the data to answer 3 critical questions. Is my hook strong enough? Is my offer clear enough? And am I targeting the right audience? That's why we don't guess. We spend small to learn big. Think of it as buying the cheat sheet or cheat codes before you scale up. Alright, now listen carefully. If you remember nothing else from this video at all, remember this line. Paid traffic is a science experiment. It is not a gamble. Most people get emotional about ads. They throw money at Facebook, TikTok or YouTube, and when they don't see instant results, they panic, they blame the platform, and they quit. That is not how winners move. The ones who win with paid traffic, well, they test, they tweak, and they track without emotion. It's math, it's not magic. Okay, so here's the real formula for success. Test everything. The biggest reason ads fail isn't because you pick the wrong offer or even the wrong platform, it's because you did not test enough variables. When I'm setting up a campaign, I'm not running one ad and just hoping it works. I'm starting with multiple versions, all from day one. What I would recommend you do is run 3 versions. That's 3 versions of your ad creative, the same offer but different hooks or headlines. If it's a video, then a different opening line, so your first 3 seconds, and different images if it's a static ad. Then 3 versions of your landing page. Same offer but with slightly different headlines, layouts or calls to action. Test short form and long form to see which works best. And test different lead magnets if you can. You're not just testing what you like, you're testing what the market responds to. Clicks are nice, but leads are necessary. It doesn't matter if an ad gets 1 million clicks, if those clicks aren't turning into email sign-ups, booked calls, or purchases. It's just a dead campaign. The one metric I watch like a hawk is my cost per lead. If my cost per lead is too high, then either the targeting is wrong or the offer isn't resonating with my audience. If my cost per lead is low, then it's game on. And I have a working system that's ready to start scaling up. Remember, you're not trying to get cheap traffic. You're trying to buy high-value relationships at a predictable cost. That's how a real business grows. Okay, finally, you need to adjust based on the data, not just feelings. Every 7 days, I'm asking myself, which ad creative pulled the best click-through rate? Which landing page had the highest opt-in rate? And what was the average cost per lead this week compared to what it was last week? And if something isn't working, then I don't cry about it. I don't blame the platform. I just adjust it and change it until it works. Maybe I kill a bad ad. Maybe I tweak the headline on a landing page. Maybe I shift the targeting slightly to get it to work. You have to keep emotion out of the equation. I've had clients that have been working really hard on an ad. They've spent time, they've spent money creating it, putting it all together, filming it. They've been really proud of the finished product, but the ad itself just hasn't worked with their audience. But what they need to do in this situation is cut the ad and move on to the next one. And that's where emotions come into play. They worked really hard on that ad, they're really proud of it, they spent a lot of money on it, so they're not ready to cut it and move on. But the reality is, it doesn't matter how much they've spent on the ad or how much work's gone into it. If it's not working how it should be, then you need to cut it and move on to the next one. No emotion, just optimization. All right, let's wrap this up the right way. Most people lose with paid traffic because they don't have a plan. They just throw money at ads and hope something sticks. But now, you're different. Because now you have the right framework, you know the formula, and you know that $5 a day isn't about going viral. It's about buying data, optimizing in a smart way, and building a real system that's going to grow over time. And honestly, that's the difference between people who struggle for years and people who succeed with paid ads. Now, if you're serious about building your brand, growing your email list, and stacking high ticket sales in 2025, and of course beyond, then don't stop here. I've put together a free guide packed with strategies and systems I use personally to drive traffic and close sales, even starting completely from scratch. You can grab it right now, totally free. Hit the link down in the description. It will give you an unfair advantage. And if you're ready to go even faster and you want the entire system, traffic to commission, all mapped out for you, then check out my Affiliate Marketing Masterclass. It's the real blueprint designed to help you skip months of mistakes, build high converting funnels, and finally make affiliate marketing work at a serious level. The masterclass is linked below if you're ready to go deeper. Lastly, if you got value from this video, then do me a quick favour, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're serious about building a business online this year, and comment traffic below if you're ready to put this into action. I'll be dropping 2 new videos every week to help you shortcut your way to real income, without the BS, without the fake guru garbage, and without wasting your time. So if you're tired of spinning your wheels and you're ready to actually move, then you are in the right place. Remember, the game isn't just who hustles harder, but it's who hustles smarter. So build smarter, and I'll see you in the next video.